Okay, so today we're diving deep into Trinidad and Tobago. We've got some fascinating sources here looking at Christianity, and not just as a faith, right, but more as a real institutional power there, looking into its economics, its links with politics, and how it kind of blends uniquely with the culture, especially alongside Hinduism, Islam, and Orisha faiths, too.
Exactly. That multi-faith setting is key. You've got to remember, TNT's religious landscape, it was shaped first by Spanish Catholicism and then pretty heavily by British Anglicanism. Colonialism set the stage. So our mission here is really to unpack how this faith grew from, a colonial import into the major force it is today, institutionally and economically.
And the numbers, they definitely back that up. Christianity is the majority, yeah. About 55.2% based on the 2011 census, mostly split between Roman Catholics, who are around 21.6%, and then various Protestant groups making up, 33.4%.
That's right. But here's something really interesting, maybe the big surprise for you listening. It's the shift within Christianity. While those historical churches, Catholic and Anglican, hold a lot of the institutional weight, the real dynamic growth, that's coming from Pentecostalism. I mean, it jumped, get this, 108% in affiliation just between 2000 and 2011. That's massive.
Wow, 108%.
Yeah, it shows people aren't just sticking with the faith they inherited. They're actively choosing these more charismatic forms.
Okay, so let's talk about that institutional power. How big are we talking? Are these just churches, or are they more like, I don't know, major civic players?
Oh, they're definitely major players. Infrastructure even. Take the Catholic Archdiocese. It's not small scale. We're talking 61 official parishes. That translates to well over 100 actual places of worship. And their power, it's really cemented through partnerships with the state.
Partnerships, how?
Well, especially in areas like finance and crisis relief. Look at the COVID response in 2020. The government gave out TT $10 million a month for 3 months, specifically to faith-based organizations, FBOs they call them, and the amount was based on how big their congregations were.
Interesting. And the sources really highlight education as like a core area of influence. What's the mechanism there? How do they maintain that grip on state schools?
That's the Concordat of 1960. It's a really crucial agreement. Basically, it lets religious bodies, mainly the Catholic and Anglican churches, keep ownership and manage these assisted schools, even though they're mostly government funded.
Keep ownership and manage them.
Yes, they can even object to teacher appointments. And here's the kicker, the real leverage point. They have the discretion, the choice, to select up to 20% of their first-form students, the kids just starting secondary school, regardless of how they did on the national entrance exam, the SEA.
Regardless of exam results.
Irrespective of the results. It's a guaranteed pathway for influence, baked into the system by that old agreement, funded by the taxpayer.
Okay, so state PACs give legal power. What about the economic side? You mentioned economics earlier. Are we just talking Sunday collections?
No. Far beyond that. We're talking significant economic footprints, major enterprises, really, operating under charitable status. Look at the Anglican diocese. The sources estimate their real estate portfolio is worth somewhere around TTD $1.5 billion.
A billion with a B.
Billion. And they generate serious revenue from commercial leases on those properties. It's like a huge property company.
And some are even tying business directly to their beliefs, aren't they?
Absolutely. A great example is the Seventh-day Adventist Church. They run Caribbean Health Foods Limited. It's the only totally meat-free food manufacturer in the whole country. It's a business, sure, but it flows directly from their theology about health and well-being.
Okay, let's shift gears a bit from, balance sheets to culture. How does this faith weave itself into everyday life beyond just the church buildings?
Yeah, the cultural integration is fascinating. Take Corpus Christi. It's a Catholic holy day, right? Solemn processions, very traditional.
And it's a public holiday, too, I think.
It is a national public holiday. But here's the unique Trinidadian blend. Culturally, that same day is widely considered the absolute best, most auspicious day of the year for planting crops.
Wow. So a Catholic feast day becomes the best day for planting. That really shows how intertwined things are.
Exactly. It ties Catholic tradition directly into the agricultural life, the livelihood of the nation, deep roots.
So wrapping this up for you, the listener, the picture we're getting is that Christianity in TNT isn't just sitting there, it's active. It's embedded through these state deals like the Concordat, huge economic engines like real estate, and these really unique cultural fusions like the Corpus Christi planting tradition.
That's the core finding. It's a faith with serious institutional and economic muscle woven deep into the national fabric.
Which leads us to a final thought, doesn't it? Thinking about that huge surge you mentioned earlier, the Pentecostal growth.
Precisely. That's the provocative question to leave you with. You have this massive, decentralized, charismatic growth happening. So, how will the old guard, the traditional hierarchical powers like the Catholic and Anglican churches, how will they adapt? How do their established institutional and economic models hold up or change to keep their influence in this evolving, very dynamic, multi faith marketplace? That's really the story to watch going forward in Trinidad and Tobago.